Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is your boy Tim back with another video, and today's video is actually a requested video. This is a topic that I never really would have thought anyone would want to hear me talk about, but it was requested, and I saw that there's a little activity on this hashtag on Twitter, so I was like, I'm gonna make the video. So today I'm gonna be talking about why I live a child-free life, or why I don't have any kids, why I don't have any children. No offspring. All right. So I will say that in the beginning, I really, as I turned 18, 19, my early 20s, I didn't really think about having kids. So there never was really at that time a conscious decision, right? I just never really met a female that I wanted to have kids with. And a couple times, I was with females and there were pregnancy scares. The kids turned out not to be mine. So like going into my mid to late 20s, I just hadn't had any kids because it just hadn't happened. But it was around that time, kind of my late 20s, I think like 27, 28, that I just kind of realized that I probably, if I hadn't had them then, I didn't want them. So early 20s, I know one of the pregnancy scares I had, I kind of was into it, She kept it going for a while before she told me it was somebody else's. So I kind of had got used to the ideal of maybe having a little son or a little daughter. But then, like I said, as I get older, still didn't have any kids, I was like, well, I don't think I want them now. And there's a variety of reasons, a number of reasons why, once I realized I didn't want kids, why I started making life choices so I wouldn't have them. Before, I just kind of did whatever. Late 20s, I started actually doing things so that I wouldn't have kids, okay? The number one reason is probably that I just don't want the responsibility. Okay, I've always lived kind of on my own, carefree, do whatever I want lifestyle. Anyone who knows me will tell you that Tim has never really followed the rules 100%. The whole make good grades so you can go to school and get a good job and have, live the American dream, all that's never been me. Right now, like I'm 40 years old, I work seasonal jobs, I travel all the time. I just don't live the ordinary life. I've only been in maybe my whole life 5 relationships. I don't live the normal life like everybody else because I really don't like the responsibility of having a house and debt and staying in one place and long-term relationships and kids would be something that would make me have to go back to like a conventional lifestyle. It is super hard to have kids, and if I had kids, I would want to be a good father. So I would want to be in their life. So I just don't know if my lifestyle of travel would be conducive to me being a good father. So I probably would have to like settle down in one place, whatever city the kid's mama lived in. And I just really don't want to do that. I just really don't want the responsibility of having to take care of another human being for 18 plus years when I honestly probably don't even take care of myself properly. I don't even eat healthy. How am I feed kids healthy? I don't even know how to cook. How am I cook for kids? Anyway, so the main reason is I just don't want the responsibility. Kids are a big responsibility, and as someone who would want to be the best father possible, and it would bother me if I felt like I was lacking in certain areas with my kids, I know there are areas where I would be a horrible dad. I'd be fun. The kids would love me, but, they might, not have clothes. I don't know. I wouldn't know. They'd have clothes, but it'd be like the wrong clothes. I'd go to the store and buy them all clothes, and they'd be like, they can't even fit these. They gonna grow out of these tomorrow. What do you do? So I just don't want the responsibility, kind of the hassle. And part of me will admit, I ask people all the time with kids. You can ask any of my friends. I asked one of my friends just the other day. I was like, is it worth it? And she was like, yes, definitely. But you don't know kids are worth it until you have them. So I don't have them, so it doesn't seem like it's worth it. 18 plus years of spending your money and your time, and you can't sleep, and they be wanting stuff. Then they get older, they start talking back, and then you have to figure out how you're gonna punish them. Can we still beat our kids in 2020? It seems like a hassle. What do I get in return? People are like, oh, unconditional love. But I know some kids who don't love their parents. But I do get it. If you have good kids and they love you, I guess it's cool. But I don't know, it just doesn't seem worth it to me. Another reason I don't want to have kids also is that I haven't met anybody that, I want to have kids with. That's a big one. I just don't, well, I'll say this, in my prime, I didn't meet anyone I wanted to have kids with. And I don't know, like I feel like it would, even with some women, I've met some women that were, great and even had some very good relationships before I ruined them or they went south. I just can't envision someone that I'm like, I want to have kids with her. And it's not anything negative. It's just, I can't envision the scenario where it would work. Like I just can't, and I'm not going to just have kids with somebody because we just didn't wear a condom that night. You know what I mean? I just never seen the scenario or the person or the situation where I felt like it would work. Like I just don't, it hasn't happened. And eventually I'm like, I don't know if it ever will happen. So why keep looking for it? Why go into it like, oh, let me find, I just don't. And I just think I just don't have, a lot of people just have that desire to have kids. I don't think I ever had that. I'm way too selfish a person, I think. I'm way too introverted, way too self-centered to just want to be like, I need to bring another kid. Like, I don't know. Like, I just never had that desire, that overwhelming desire to have kids. I will say, now that I'm getting older, now that I'm in my 40s, now that I'm middle-aged, now that I'm middle-aged, I do feel the need to, like pass down information, pass down wisdom, help the younger generation. And I think kids fill that void that, that we all, I guess we all kind of, I'm assuming, have that need as we get older. And if you have kids, well, it's just natural you pass on your knowledge to them. Since I don't have knowledge, since I ain't got no knowledge, since I don't have kids, there's kind of that void there. But for me, I feel it through, I work with a lot of young people. Most of the people I work with are late teens, early 20s. So kind of one of the older people there that's still cool, who thinks he's cool. So I interact with them a lot, and I try to pass some of the little bit of wisdom that I learned the hard way to them, so they ain't got to learn the hard way. But I do see how some kids feel that need for them. I can see how there can be in some people, the desire to have kids, it's just natural. Just like I just naturally have this desire to pass wisdom down. So if that desire was a little stronger, I could see why some people want to have kids. But like I said, that desire in me is filled. I don't want to have to like pass down knowledge for 18 years to one of these bad children just to fill a little void. And the last and final reason I don't want to have kids, I'm trying to remember what it was. There were three. There were three. You see how much preparation I put into these videos. It was just really didn't want to have one. Don't have the desire. Oh, the last one is, and this is not a shot, let me just say that, at anyone who has kids or is going to have kids here soon. Because I got some good friends who just had kids or are pregnant, having kids soon. Me personally, I just don't want to bring a child into this world now. That's just, there's no other way I can say it. The way the world's looking now, and I felt this way 5 years ago, I just don't want to bring a child into this world. Like I knew, and you can look at videos, past videos on this channel, I knew we were going to start running into some craziness like we are now. I didn't know it was going to be a health pandemic, all that. But I knew, I've been saying for years, we were coming up on some hard times. And the world's already a little crazy. Now the world's been going crazy. I don't want to bring a kid into that. I realized back then, I didn't want to bring a kid into this. It's just, if it happened, but like to plan to bring a child into this, and like then whenever that child suffered or whenever bad things happened to it, I have to realize that like I was part of the reason, like facts. I'm part of the reason this kid is suffering because me and my mate made the choice to bring it into the world. I don't know if I could live with that if the child had a bad life or it was born, with some health issues or something bad happened to it. Whenever something bad happened to it, part of me would be like, I made this decision, my selfish decision, made it so like this kid has to suffer. And that's just me. Like I said, anyone who has kids or planning on having kids, I'm not coming at y'all or trying to diss y'all. I get it. But from the way I look at it and the feelings I have about having kids, that's the way it would hit me. I guess it's because I don't have this overwhelming feeling to have kids, so it would be a lot more selfish, I feel like, for me to say I'm gonna have a kid than someone else who really wanted to have some. So for me, I would just feel bad every time the kid got hurt or picked on or anything bad happened, or any of the myriad of bad things that happened to us. I feel bad because I'm like, I'm the reason this kid's doing this, because I was the one who made the choice to have it. So that's like one of the big reasons. I probably should put that one second. But I just don't feel like this is the world in which I would want to bring a kid into. Other people might, cool. But for me, this is not the world I'd want to bring a child into. So that's another reason why I don't have no kids, you know? So, hopefully that lasts forever. You know, I'm 40 now. I don't want to be the guy who's 60 at his kid's graduation, if the kids ever go back to school. You know, that's like, the older I get, the less I want to have kids. And honestly, like, the older I get, the less I'm like doing things to have kids. You know, when I was younger in my 20s, we was putting in work. But like now, like, I don't even, you know, you get older, like, your libido, your sex drive don't be what it was. Like, you know, it just, so like the chances of me having a kid now are so slim. Like, I'm not really worried about it. I just feel so blessed that I got through once I made the decision not to have it, I feel so blessed and happy that I was able to, like, I really, when I pray sometimes, say thank you for me having no kids. I was happy that I was able to stick by my guns. And keep my big gun covered up, so that I don't have any kids now. Anyway, yeah, so this is my hashtag child-free life, no kid lifestyle video. Like I said, it was requested. Hope this lets you know how I'm feeling. Feel free, parents, to go in on me in the comments. But I know my other, you know, dudes with no kids, females with no kids, are gonna have my back in the comment section. So let's get to it. Talk to y'all later. Stay safe.